Hi, and welcome to today's segment of EPPC and SS Dart Staff Online Training. Today we'll be reviewing vertical anchor points. On January 4th, 2012, EPPC and SS Dart field units were called to a cat in a tree rescue in Plymouth, Massachusetts. This is footage from that rescue. Here you can see rescuer Darapino is lowering the cat to safety at this point. I'd like you to pay attention to the bag as it lowers to the ground, as it is going to pass a ladder. That ladder is about where, according to the rescuer's report, the anchor point for that rescuer is. Now, as you watch this video, you can see that the anchor point is well below where the rescuer is. This is an unsafe situation for this rescuer, as if he were to fall at this time, he would have a long way to fall. His anchor point is almost double the height of him. You could take two of those ladders and put it up to the rescuer. Therefore, if the rescuer were to fall in at this point, he would not have only fallen to the ladder, but whatever amount of slack, or here in this demonstration, the green line being the slack the rescuer has laid out, below him. Therefore, if he were to fall now, he would fall not only the 15 feet of slack he has out, but 30, because he'd have to make up that slack after the anchor point. In this video here, you can see once again that the rescuer could have fallen a long way and could cause serious injury to him. He likely would have hit the ground in this instance. Here, EPPC would have recommended the use of a vertical anchor point. After discussion with the EPPC safety officer, we're putting out this video to remind staff that vertical anchor points are a time-consuming but very safe way to conduct a rescue of this nature. A vertical anchor point can be anything from webbing to prusik cord. In this instance, we're using 1-inch tubular webbing. What we're doing is wrap 3 and pull 1. We're only pulling 1 here instead of the usual pull 2 for an anchor point because we'd like to provide that extra friction to the trunk of the tree. This would be recommended in this instance. Here you're just going to take your webbing and you're going to wrap it around the trunk 3 times. You're then going to tie a water knot into the end of your webbing and pull the middle piece of webbing out flush. This is much like setting up an anchor point on the ground. However, here you're setting it up vertically, hence the name vertical anchor points. Once you've gotten your anchor point tied to the tree, you're then going to take a pull 1 from the middle and put your carabiner through the pull 1. You're then going to take the line connected to your belay and you're going to put that line through the carabiner that is hooked into your vertical anchor. In this case, you can see multiple anchor points are being used as the rescuer ascends the tree. In this footage here, you can see a close-up of the carabiner to the pull 1. In this demo, you can see that multiple anchor points may be used, which will greatly cut back on the amount of feet you would have to fall if you were to slip. As seen here, the rescuer has slipped and the anchor point has done its job, catching him, minimizing the amount of feet he would have fallen and likely minimizing the injury to the rescuer itself. We recommend that multiple vertical anchors be used when ascending any type of tree for any type of rescue. The friction of your nice tight anchor point will keep you nice and secure. As you can see, I can now, if I were to fall, I'm not going any farther than this. I'm safe. It's going to be a little bit of a painful fall, but my anchor did the job. It's going to catch me. And as you can see up there, the anchor point didn't move. It's nice and secure. The friction would catch you, no problem. And then you could easily just get yourself back into position to get out. You remain safe the whole time. It is a time-consuming rescue, however, it is definitely the safest way to do, and is what we'd like to see you doing from now on. In some instances, you may need to tie off so that you can work in an area securely or conduct an operation. This is simply achieved by taking the nearest anchor point unclipping the line connected to your belayer from that anchor point, tying a figure 8 on a bight in that line, and then taking your carabiner and connecting the loop of that figure 8 bight to that carabiner and that anchor point to the trunk of the tree. This will put you steadfast in that tree and allow you to work without the belayer being under any strain. You should communicate with your belayer when conducting this type of operation. It should be noted that although we critique this rescue was successful, and the incident commander on the ground always has the final call on how a rescue is performed. Rescuers in this instance did not have all the tools that could have made this rescue easier. For example, tree spikes and tree climbing equipment were not available due to them being out to repair during this rescue. With those items, this rescue could have went much smoother. We thank you for paying attention and hope that this has taught you a little bit about vertical anchoring. Thank you again and have a great day.